the feedback from the fans, the idea that I could get feedback from fans, from the audience of my work was such an incredible thing. Being able to incorporate that feedback into the work was the coolest thing in the world.
Got a call with the idea of creating a new character, introducing a new character in the film, and one that was going to hunt down and chase Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Jordana Brewster's characters. And he was going to be a very formidable, intense, pretty good-looking guy. So that's how I got involved. The fun part about creating this character is that he is old school. He is Old Testament. You know, one of my favorite lawmen, in terms of iconic lawmen, Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive, in terms of his wit, sense of humor, and his relentlessness, and his intellect, by the way, all across the board, sharp as a tack. There's also another character that there were variables of that I wanted to implement into this character, and that was Clint Eastwood's character from Unforgiven.
The fight scenes, one of the things I'm most proud of about this movie, and we really wanted this to be a timeless event-like fight on cinema. I think of the great fights in the past, and I think of Ang Lee and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and what would be the Gearhead's version of that without flying around? What would be the garage mechanics take on a fight with that much attention to detail, that much beautiful choreography? And so we're doing it a little different. We're going through walls, we're smashing through windows, we're throwing each other all around. When we got done after the 5 days of shooting, and both Dwayne and I are drenched, physically, emotionally depleted, there was this incredible sense that we had just made something that would be timeless and significant and delivered on the fantasies of the audience. It felt like a real victory to actually be able to pull it off.
You know, the experience of throwing down with Vin Diesel was like a dream come true, and I'm going to tell you how. For me personally, when I that's Vin talking right now, I will whoop the dog shit out of him so quickly if you don't lower your voice. There we go. There we go. What I mean by dream come true is that how cool would it have been in the 80s if Schwarzenegger and Stallone were able to come together in a movie and have a fight and chasing each other, and how epic that would be. Even before that, Clint Eastwood, like I talked about, Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson, Steve McQueen, if they ever came together, this was that type of opportunity. Not to compare myself or Vin to those actors, those iconic actors, but I compare it just in terms of the collision, in terms of the epicness, in terms of the opportunity. So I trained my ass off for the role. I put on probably about 25 pounds of muscle. I have to clarify that. Maybe a pound of fat. Happy to go at it with Vin. Happy, it's like for a week long, pack your lunch. It's going to be all day affair. I'm coming after you, and I'm going to do my best to put my fist across your lips and my boot right in your ass. Unequivocally, my word, under God's hot sun, on God's green earth, and I am close with God, you put your money, your hard-earned dollar, on me.
I'm going to tell you something that will come as a shock. When I think of this Fast and Furious, I don't think of it in terms of whether it's better than the past ones. I don't compare it to the past ones. For me, this is the second part of a trilogy. I would never be able to tell you whether I liked The Two Towers more than The Return of the King. Producing 4, 5, and 6, it's hard for me to say I like one better than the other, because for me it's a continuous saga. Because I want everyone to be impacted by this ending, right? So I try not to give it away. I will just say the die-hard fans of Fast and Furious will be so ecstatic when the credits roll on this movie, because their dream will have come true.